I was 20 years old, came to the graduate program, and it really changed my life dramatically. It matured me, but it put me in an environment with professors and students who really were knowledgeable. They were motivated, that had great experiences in the workplace, and I learned so much. So I matured, I gained self-confidence, and it really prepared me for business. I came back and I went in business with my father, and this was in Cameron, Texas, in the center part of the state, and went to work with my dad, and I was the 67th employee. And I thought I was going to be his #1 assistant, and I said, now what's my first job? And he said, you're going to be working on the third shift at night loading trucks. And I said, gee, Dad, I've been to college for 6 years. And he said, well, that doesn't really apply for this business. You've got to learn how this business works, then take your knowledge in college and see how we can enhance the business. But you first have to spend a couple of years learning the business. I was really upset with him about that, and I thought, man, I'm loading trucks at night. But that turned out the nicest thing he could do for me. And then as I worked through the business, not only did I learn the appreciation of working people that actually did the work, but later in business, as the business was much larger and there were problems and somebody was telling me of a problem, before they finished telling me what the problem was, I had already figured out how to fix it because I'd done all of that. So the first couple of years, I had to learn the business, the routines of the business, what the service was, what customers were expecting, and how you worked the business, and then I could apply the ideas, strategy, knowledge that I learned at Michigan State. To become a strong leader, it's not what you know. You only know a limited amount. It's what you can grasp from others by being around capable people, but then also to see new ideas, and it startles you. The last you ask of what to learn is, I feel the most important part of a business, leadership, or personally, is your personal integrity and your value. Take times to understand who you are, what's important to you personally, not just your business goals, but in your religion, in your faith, and your moral values of respect for other people, things that you should do, because in business you're going to be exposed to some things that might not be the right thing to do, and you need to hold up your hand and say, I'm not going to be part of that. We're not going to do that.